Fellow warriors of the Varick Assault Brigade, welcome to the command center of the Zeta Quadrant. Today, I must brief you on a formidable species that has perplexed even our greatest tacticians, the Corps. You are all seasoned combatants, but I must caution you against underestimating these beings. Previous encounters have resulted in devastating losses, not due to lack of skill but due to a failure to grasp the true nature of our enemy. Some among you may have heard rumors that the Corps possess ancient technology or perhaps some mystical connection to the cosmic fabric, allowing them to bend reality itself. If only it were that simple. Our advanced psionic disruptors, which have neutralized countless adversaries, are ineffective against the Corps. This is because the Corps are not simply wielders of ancient tech or psionic power, they are something far more dangerous. They are attuned to the universe in ways we can barely comprehend. There is a theory among our scientists, one that chills the heart of even the most battle-hardened commander. The Corps possess a form of hyper-awareness that transcends our understanding of perception. They do not merely observe reality, they perceive its very structure. Some say their minds operate on multiple planes of existence simultaneously, seeing every possible outcome of a situation before it even occurs. They call this phenomenon the Corps continuum. To face a Corps in battle is to face an opponent who can anticipate your every move. Their minds are a web of quantum possibilities, constantly shifting, adapting, and evolving. Do not assume that the Corps warrior standing before you is confined to their physical form. Their consciousness permeates the battlefield, sensing every fluctuation, every change, every possibility. Do not attempt to deceive a Corps. Their intuition is beyond anything we've encountered. They will sense your intentions before you even act on them. If you attempt to sabotage their equipment, they will instinctively know. If you try to outmaneuver them, they will already be one step ahead. The Corps do not rely on luck or chance, they rely on an intrinsic understanding of the universe's deeper mechanics, mechanics that we are only beginning to grasp. The Corps do not win battles through brute force or superior numbers. They win through an uncanny ability to exploit the very laws of physics to their advantage. They have been known to fashion weapons from seemingly innocuous objects, weapons that defy all known principles of engineering and science. We've lost entire squads to what our analysts now refer to as Corps constructs, improvised devices that should not work, yet somehow do, with lethal precision. When engaging the Corps, do not give them time to think. Do not allow them to analyze or adapt. Hit them hard, hit them fast, and do not relent. Use overwhelming force and do not hesitate. The moment you hesitate, the moment you second guess, is the moment the Corps will exploit, and they will exploit it in ways you cannot anticipate. And if by some miracle a soldier from your unit survives an encounter with a Corps, they will return scarred, carrying a Corps-made device, a puzzle box, a weapon, a tool, something that defies explanation. You may call it a victory, the Corps will simply call it another day in their continuous existence, an existence where they play with the very fabric of reality. Zarnak sighed, knowing that this question would come and knowing that the answer was far from satisfactory. We cannot fight them as we fight others, Zarnak said. We cannot rely on conventional tactics or strategies. We must become as unpredictable as they are. We must embrace the chaos they thrive in, turning it against them. And above all, we must learn to think beyond the constraints of linear time and predictable outcomes. We must operate on multiple levels, just as they do. The room remained tense, the air thick with the weight of what lay ahead. Our analysts have been working tirelessly to understand the Corps continuum, Zarnak continued. They've developed a new training program, one that pushes the limits of our mental and physical capabilities. You will be subjected to scenarios that seem impossible, decisions that defy logic. You will learn to operate in ways that even you cannot predict. Zarnak paused again, letting the implication sink in. This is not a guarantee of victory, but it is a chance to level the playing field, to meet the Corps on their terms. We must be willing to sacrifice our old ways of thinking, our old strategies. Only then can we hope to survive. The holographic display flickered, and the image of Sal Corps faded into the darkness. The room was silent once more, the soldiers deep in thought. Prepare yourselves, Zarnak concluded, his voice now a low, resonant growl. Tomorrow, we march into the unknown. Tomorrow, we face an enemy that defies understanding. But remember this, the core may shape reality, but they are not invincible. They have weaknesses, flaws in their perfection. We will find those flaws. We will exploit them. And when we do, the core will know that the Varric Assault Brigade is a force to be reckoned with. With that, Zarnak dismissed the assembly. The soldiers rose, their expressions a mix of determination and trepidation. They filed out of the room, each one knowing that the battle ahead would test them in ways they had never been tested before. As the last of them left, Zarnak remained, staring at the now empty holographic display. He had spoken with confidence, with authority, but deep down, he knew that the coming battle would be unlike any other. The core were not just enemies, they were a puzzle, an enigma that defied all logic. And Zarnak, like his warriors, would need to find a way to solve that puzzle or face the consequences of failure. He took a deep breath and turned off the display. The battle would come soon enough. For now, all he could do was prepare and hope that Varric ingenuity would be enough to counter the core's formidable power.